Richard Schaefer. What was the paid attendance?
I don't know, it looked like 100,000. Man, it was a full house, so that was beautiful. So great night for boxing. Fans turned up, pay-per-view, I'm sure it's going to be a big success. And we crowned a new pound for pound king, Errol Spence. You know, we always thought he's going to win with size, but he didn't win with size, he won with skills. And we all thought when it comes to skills, it was going to be Mikey, right? But tonight, we saw something unbelievable. The skills Errol Spence has, these combinations and the patience and he had fun in there. You saw it. He had fun in there. He performed. It was an absolutely perfect performance. But you've got to give it to Mikey as well. Mikey showed balls, and you know, when you go and reach for the stars and you're there to be great, sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. But the fact that you try makes you a champion. We'll always be a champion for that. I mean, what a gutsy performance from Mikey. It was absolutely beautiful.
And talk about the combination of Ring Star, PBC, and Fox, putting close to 50,000 people in the arena, and great business of boxing, great attraction, great event, two great pound fighters.
Well, we've always done big things, you know. We've done the Mayweather fights, which are huge. We've done everything big, and here in Texas it wasn't just big, it was huge. And what a great experience here. I mean, everything was first class. Jerry Jones was an incredible host. So they're asking me to go into the media rooms. I guess we're going to have to do that, and we continue our conversation in there.
Now, you're a matchmaker, businessman. Who would you want to see Errol Spence fight next? Manny Pacquiao?
Well, you saw they asked Manny Pacquiao in there, and it was not a yes. It wasn't a no either. It was like a maybe. And so that would be, I think if that fight would happen, they would have to open up the curtains here, and we would show the Brits that we can not only get 80,000 people in a stadium, we can get 100,000 people in a stadium. That's how big that fight would be. That would be a massive fight. But you know, the fact is Pacquiao has many opportunities, Spence has many opportunities. The fact is it's such a deep division that we just have to see now in the coming weeks. You know, there is Keith Thurman waiting in the wings. There is Sean Porter waiting in the wings. There's so many unbelievable fighters that we just have to wait and see. And I think we as fight fans, you guys as the press, me as the promoter, we have so much to look forward to. Some really mouth-watering showdowns, and I certainly hope that we can take one or the other back here to Dallas. I mean, with Errol Spence, Dallas now has pound for pound the best fighter in the world.
Now, when you were watching the fight, were you thinking maybe they should stop it, or how tough is Mikey Garcia?
Well, you know, I was thinking about that, but at the same time I knew that Mikey Garcia is the toughest guy I've ever met. There's no way that Mikey Garcia would ever allow a fight to be stopped, and that's just the kind of guy he is. I mean, this guy has balls the size of Texas, so you know, this is like you can't deny him to finish the fight. And truth be told, he told me in the ring he was hoping for the last minute that he could somehow turn this thing around and win the fight. And that's just the kind of warrior Mikey Garcia is, and he has nothing to be ashamed of. He has a lot to be proud of. I think his fans have a lot to be proud of, and I think this is like a life lesson as well. You know, you've got to challenge yourself no matter what you're in. You've got to dare to be great, and you're not always going to succeed when you do that. When you go and try to reach goals which seem unobtainable, sometimes they are and sometimes they are not. But if you don't try, you never get. And Mikey tried tonight, and it didn't go his way. But there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
So he shot for the moon, but landed on the stars.
Exactly. I think that's a perfect way to put it. Well said, Fred.
If Pacquiao Spence were to happen here, I would think that would break attendance records. Would you agree with that?
Oh, you know, the all-time attendance record for an indoor event was Aldi Spinks back in the Superdome down in New Orleans. So, and that was like 62 or 63,000 people. There's